If you're running workloads on AWS, you're probably using EBS, even if you don't think about it. Amazon Elastic Block Store is the storage backbone for EC2 instances, databases, and applications that need high-performance, persistent storage. But while EBS is incredibly powerful, it's also one of the easiest ways to waste money and lose performance if you don't optimize it properly. So today, we're diving into what EBS actually is, how it works, and most importantly, how to maximize its efficiency so you're getting the best performance without overspending. Let's start with the basics. EBS is block storage, which means it works like a virtual hard drive that you attach to EC2 instances. Unlike S3, which is object storage, EBS is designed for high-speed, low-latency access. If you're running a database, a containerized app, or anything that needs fast and consistent disk performance, EBS is what you'll use. But here's the thing. AWS gives you multiple EBS volume types to choose from, and picking the wrong one can lead to either poor performance or unnecessarily high costs. So let's break it down. First, you've got general purpose SSDs, GP3 and GP2. These are the go-to for most workloads because they offer a solid balance between cost and performance. GP3 is the newer option, and it's actually cheaper than GP2, while giving you more flexibility to configure IOPS and throughput separately. Then there's provisioned IOPS SSDs, IO1 and IO2. These are for high-performance applications like databases or enterprise workloads that need consistently high IOPS. They're expensive, but if you need ultra-fast storage, this is where you go. For workloads that don't need SSD performance, AWS offers throughput-optimized HDDs, ST1, and cold HDDs, SC1. These are great for things like log storage or large sequential workloads, but if you try to use them for anything latency sensitive, you're going to have a bad time. Now let's talk about optimization, because this is where most companies lose money. One of the biggest mistakes? Over-provisioning storage. AWS makes it easy to scale up, but that doesn't mean you should be blindly adding more storage. If you're not hitting your IOPS limits, you might be paying for way more than you actually need. Another issue is unused volumes. It's common for teams to spin up test environments, attach EBS volumes, and then forget about them. But here's the catch. EBS keeps charging you even if the volume is detached. If you're not actively using a volume, delete it or move it to cheaper storage. Then there's snapshot sprawl. EBS snapshots are great for backups, but AWS doesn't automatically delete old ones. If you're not regularly auditing and cleaning up snapshots, you could be paying for storage you don't even need. So how do you actually maximize EBS efficiency? First, pick the right volume type for your workload. Don't just default to GP2 or IO1 because it sounds like the best option. Second, monitor your usage with AWS CloudWatch. If you're not consistently using the IOPS or throughput you provisioned, consider downsizing. Third, automate EBS lifecycle management. Set up policies to delete unused snapshots, move cold data to cheaper storage, and clean up orphaned volumes. And if you really want to get control of your EBS costs, you need real-time visibility into your spending. That's where CloudZero comes in. CloudZero helps you see exactly where your EBS spend is going, down to the volume, application, or team. Instead of waiting until the end of the month to find out you overspent, you can proactively optimize your storage costs in real time. At the end of the day, EBS is an essential part of AWS, but it's also a major cost sink if you're not paying attention. The key is picking the right storage, monitoring your usage, and automating cleanup. Do that and you'll get the best performance while keeping your AWS bill under control. If this breakdown helped you make sense of EBS, hit that like button and subscribe for more AWS optimization insights. And if you want to make sure you're not overspending on storage, check out CloudZero. See you in the next one.